today we're going to use the galactic terror known as Count Clockula to do something stupid. And I already like the way this works, cannot block damage but heals itself for 10% of all damage dealt to enemies. And that's just the kind of all gas no brakes thing we're here for. So basically the way I survive is by doing lots of damage, nothing else matters. So we're going to start by launching lots of knives at that idiot. We're definitely going to take 9 damage in return, but we should be able to heal through that very easily. Also, the game's on a little bit higher speed now, so it's going to be a little bit harder to strategize. And by that I mean control the claw, because not only do the things go through the machine faster, but the claw up top goes faster. But so long as we can grab 3 knives here, that guy's dead. We get 3 heals out of that. There's lots here we could use. Morningstar would be good if we could actually utilize any block at all, but we can't. So we're going to take the Hand of Midas to start getting some coins. And then it's right back to work where we left off, grabbing as many things as we can all at once just to maximize our damage. These early waves are really not going to be much of a challenge. They're not going to hurt us so much. We're going to mostly heal through it. We got another rare item that we can't use. I will take another small sword just because that's a damage doer. This is also a new feature as well. So this whole thing shakes around, it'll drop a few items in and we pick from those. Increased critical hit chance by 5% is actually nice. Critical hit means more damage, which means more heals for us. That was the only item, so that went off twice. So if you pick up a big cluster of things, hopefully the knives land first and then the sword will hit idiot in behind. Perfect. Now we're only going to take 12 damage. Then it's not really going to matter what we do. We're going to hit with the knife so we can heal for each individual hit, and 90 HP. Brass Knuckle is also going to be good. Hits the first enemy for not much damage but gives you 1 dodge. We're going to need things like dodge just a little bit. This is also new. I'm just greedy though. I want coins. I don't care about HP. And our first boss. So what we're going to do is pick up the Brass Knuckles right away. That's going to give us 1 dodge, so he won't be able to hit us his first attack. And then we're just going to start throwing everything we can. But I should probably also pick up every one of those coins. Or none of them, because the claw doesn't actually scrape the bottom. That's fine too. You know what? We'll forget about the coins then. If we aim for the knives, we'll get the coins as well. We're taking a little bit of damage in return, but we're also healing a little bit of damage in return. Whatever the case, basically this is more than enough to kill Idiot Stick. Then we get a reward. If you pick only a single item in a turn, it gets used twice. Yes. So say we get our hands on, well, if we had got the Brass Knuckle, that would have been used twice and given us, I think, 2 dodges. And we only need to kill the idiot up front to mitigate damage, so we're going to grab some coins with it while we're at it. Wasn't the greatest grab in the world, but we're fine. We just got to keep getting damage out. I think I'm going to grab another small sword, because if we manage to pick one of those up individually, it should go off double. And to try and make sure that's going to happen, I've actually slowed the game down just a touch, and I still screwed it up. To be fair, it is really hard to pick up individual things when all the items in the machine are currently this small. But that's going to give him lots, and then we can also pick up the Brass Knuckles and I think a sword. Oh, he's going to die from that anyway. And leave us with 65 HP. Dark Sword deals 25 damage to the nearest enemy. That's lots of damage, use 2 health each time that gets picked up during the same turn. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, let's turn it up to 35 damage, but we're going to get 3.5 health back, so we actually don't get hurt when we use it. And I fully intend on using it. We're also going to have that pop off twice. And we're going to see if we can grab Excalibur there from the corner. And then we're going to do pretty big damage and hopefully heal ourselves pretty well. Our golden sword, well, we're going to launch it again anyway. Was hoping for better circumstances than that. But we absolutely do damage with it. Now I'm going to get a little bit greedy here and try and pick up some of these coins. That actually worked out really, really well. Because he's dead and we got the coins. Do I want to do the magnet? We probably want to do the magnet at this point. Because the magnet's going to grab us all sorts of good stuff together. So basically, if we can manage to drop most of that into the thing, we are going to do really big damage. Because our Excalibur sword thing is in there, I think. Yeah, that's going to work out well. The magnet is simply overpowered. Wow, we hurt ourselves so big with something. Anyways, we're going to get these 2 swords off, and he's going to die, and we get some healing. I now understand how the credit card works. Attacks the first enemy for 1 damage. Then we'll spend 5 coins, and then permanent damage increased by 2, so it'll be worth 3 damage, and then 5, and then 7, whatever comes after that. I'm going to spend a lot of coins doing it, but that's going to be to our benefit because permanent damage. Also, we're going to take a little bit of damage there, but also hurt him quite badly. You know what? Since we've got a big cluster of weapons here, let's throw that at him too, and hopefully get a little bit of healing in. We've got to kill him because we only have 56 HP. Okay, at this point I actually want to try and grab those Brass Knuckles if I can, just so we get a free miss out of Idiot, and then we're going to grab the Gold Sword again, and we do also need to start on the credit card. If we get that thing high enough damage, that alone could carry us. So we'll grab that and some things. Our HP is actually going up as this fight is progressing. We're going to take some damage here. but I'm also going to pick up these two. And then that's 35 plus 10, 45 damage to Idiot. He's going to start hitting really hard, so we need to get lots of damage going out. He's going to do 25 in return, and we got to get through all of his armor. This will still be alright, but we're definitely going to need to start ramping up damage a lot. Alright, that's a lot of damage coming back our way, so we definitely need to get... Oh, actually, that's by itself. He's dead. Perfect. Each time you dodge an attack, deal 10 damage to the attacker. Yes, we do dodge a lot. Speaking of which, first things first, we're going to pick up the brass knuckles, which apparently are magnetic, and we're going to do all sorts of damage, so we should be safe from damage for one hit. I'm actually going to pick up the credit card at this point again. I don't want to do a lot of damage to him. I don't want to waste a big hit on him. We want the gold sword for the alligator. That combined with a few other little goodies means he's very dead. The syringe could also be good. Attacks the nearest enemy for 5. Each time it's used, it goes up by a further 5, especially if that gets upgraded. There's a game where we can get a spike shield, which we don't want because we can't use block anyway. And we're going to go for the perk machine. Either 20% water inside the machine or start each fight with 5 block. Both of those are pretty useless to me. I don't think the block one's going to do anything, so we're going to grab it anyway. And we have 0 block. What I do have is a credit card and a gold sword. Oh, I should have tried to pick the credit card up by itself actually, but we one-shotted Idiot 1, so this is good. We did get gold sword by itself, so it's going to kill Idiot 1 and a little nothing to Idiot 2. So he's one of those poisoner types. Hopefully we can just, yeah, that's going to kill him. No problem. And put our health back on. Oh, wait. Something hit us really hard there. I'm clearly missing a fundamental aspect here because I keep taking a large amount of damage and I'm not paying attention to why. So we'll put a ring of strength on for more damage. Oh, there's 3 piggy banks at once. Do you think I can grab all those? I feel like that's an awkward grab, so we're going to try. And wow, we actually got that. We had 69, now we have 93. I'm actually at a bit of a loss what the best grab here is. So I'm going to go like that. I wanted that ring of strength because that's a good investment. But for now, we'll just hit him for a bunch of damage. His strength is going to double every turn. So we're going to try and pick up the brass knuckles by itself. Hopefully that's going to go off twice and give us 2 dodge. We're also going to pick up the credit card. That wasn't a great grab, but at least the credit card's going to go off, and that's hitting for 7. I got the gold sword by itself. Hopefully that goes off, well, even once. It's still 53 because that was a crit. We're going to throw the syringe and some other things in. We're going to need to start ramping up that damage pretty big because he's going to dodge and hurt himself there, but now he's going to do 18 damage, and that's only going to go up. We're going to keep grabbing a syringe and the gold sword as best we can, and hopefully that's going to be enough to carry the damage. The syringe by itself would probably be more worthwhile, but we also need to upgrade it quite badly. Come on, gold sword. Oh, that was a really, really bad grab. That did go off twice, to be fair, so that is 40. I'm going to try and grab a whole bunch of this. That's so awkward to get in there, but that's still going to for 35 plus a bunch. And we're going to grab this syringe just because that's a pretty convenient, easy grab. I probably should have tried to grab that by itself, but it's up to 15 by itself. He's going to do 50 damage his turn, so he's not going to kill us, but it's going to be pretty close. So we're just going to hit him with that. We should be able to get him next turn if we don't manage with whatever this cluster of pretty much nothing is. But we're going to be okay. We just need a little bit more damage. He was going to hit for 92 next turn. That would have absolutely destroyed us. Gain 1 strength every time you take damage. That's perfect because we're going to take a ton of damage. And that extra damage in return is going to turn into healing for us. Okay, there's not a ton of damage coming our way yet, so we're actually going to pick up the credit card. I am going to pick up perhaps the brass knuckles wouldn't actually do anything for us here, so we're just going to grab a big cluster or whatever. There's also some strength involved in there, but that's going to finish off Idiot 1. That's going to mitigate some damage. We took a lot of damage there again. Okay, I now read the dark sword thing properly. I lose 3 damage for each item that gets picked up along with the gold sword. So if we can pick it up by itself, great. If we can't, we're going to take some extra damage. Now that we got that all figured out, we're good to go. We only got 1 poison on us so far, so kill Idiot 1. He's going to miss and damage himself. And we could almost kill him here if we picked up just the right stuff. I kind of regret upgrading the gold sword. If that was more by itself or bigger, that would be a much better item for us. Idiot Stick died. We actually had 10 strength there. We're definitely going to re-roll that. And do we want a second magnet? Magnets are a lot of fun. We kind of want things not sticking together though. What is that thing? It's a shield holding a sword. Or they're holding hands. Well, that's adorable. They're going to die together. I did want to pick that up by itself, by the way. That's a little bit of healing, but also 2 dodges. Then I want to get the credit card going because we're throwing that in every turn, and that's 8 damage only. Wait, no, it's supposed to be 13 damage. It must have been a critical hit on the knife that I saw. 27 damage coming in. Oh, we can take that. I'm just trying to clear all the clutter away from the dark sword. That was a better grab. They have a lot of armor. Okay, we got the dark sword with only 1 other item, so that's fine. We're going to tear through a big chunk of them. Then from there, it's easy. We can grab pretty much anything we want and they're doomed. Well, I probably should have picked up more of those coins this round. But you know what? We're going to be fine. I think I also want the gold one. 10 coins. We're going to get extra damage the richer we are. We're going to be pretty rich. Okay, this is actually a really good opportunity to hopefully grab just the gold sword. Well, I wasn't wrong. It was a good opportunity. We just failed to execute. Hopefully this is double brass knuckles for us though. That'll be 2 dodges. So we're on easy street. He's going to hurt himself. Okay, I'm also going to grab those 2 things. The syringe is good to get going. The other one does 15 damage. We should be able to grab the dark sword out of there without too many tag-alongs. Well, that was more than we wanted, but we do heal a little bit for each time we do that. I think if I'm careful, I can actually grab the dark sword by itself. That's, okay, only 1 big hit apparently. But we are starting to get some pretty high damage stuff, and that's going to feel pretty good because this is all going to revolve around damage. He's ready to blow up, so we're going to have to kill him pretty dead with, well, whatever. We're just going to grab all of this, and yeah, he's dead with that. He blew up. We laugh hilariously. Do we want another brass knuckle? We probably do. Yeah, let's buy one. And now it's upgrade time. I think I want to upgrade the credit card for sure. And then we probably also want to upgrade one of the brass knuckles. 21, and then probably the syringe. Probably also the other brass knuckle. We're making lots of gold anyway, so we might as well roll with it. Okay, we got 3 idiots to fight, but we got some brass knuckles right up front. We can hopefully grab 1, maybe even both of those. Would have actually been fine grabbing only 1. But we got 3 dodge. So that's going to keep us alive for now. We got the syringe, we got the credit card, so lots of damage going out. And all those dodges are 10 damage in return to the syringes right here, so we're going to pick that up again. That's going to add, I think, 10 damage every time we use it. So big damage. And as soon as we actually start taking damage, we start building up some strength, so our damage goes up. They have so much shield, but there's our first 2 strength. He's going to reflect on himself. I'm going to try and grab this syringe by itself, so that's going to go off twice, but add a further 20 damage to itself, so bomb is dead. I wanted the ring of strength again, plus we're going to get this going off. We're going to take 2 hits here, but that's also going to give us quite a bit of strength, so we'll be able to respond with more damage. And there's also the syringe again, plus a strength ring, so we got lots of damage going back. So I'm going to try and get in there and grab some coins and just a few knives. That should be enough to finish off him anyway. He's going to dodge one. We're doing big damage. He's got 1 dodge, so we need 2 items here. Hopefully we do enough to get some big heals. I don't actually want any more items. I'm tempted to get rid of the dark sword when we actually have an opportunity to. I feel like it's going to start to work against us, but we'll see how this next little bit goes. We could decrease the health of all enemies by 25%, which is actually huge. Or we could increase our critical chance by 5, which we're gonna. And then we're going to work syringe only, so that's going to go off twice. So that's going to be big damage for him already, 515. Then we're going to pick up only the good brass knuckle twice, so that's going to give us 4 dodge. And there's our beautiful credit card and some coins to go with it to help pay for itself. We still have 4 dodge, plus if we pick up that by itself, we can get an extra 2. Plus every time idiot misses us, he takes damage himself. So this is actually kind of a fun little build, and it's going to scale really, really well. And if we pick up things like the syringe, that's only going to keep scaling our damage up and up and up. That was 11, the syringe hit for 45. And the syringe is about to go off twice, so it'll be 55 and then 65. I actually don't want to break all of that up, just because it's nice having a syringe drop out here where I can easily pick it up by itself. We drop that in, that's going off twice as well. Even that's 40 damage and tons of heals for us. This isn't the quintillions of damage we were doing last time yet, but that was still 76 or something. Magic Mirror is also good. The first item used each turn is used twice. Or whatever. Okay, we're getting rid of the dark sword here. That's just going without mercy. It turns out if you walk to the right, you can't go back to the entrance to the blacksmith I wanted. So we might have to work our way around. So to start, we're going to try and grab only the brass knuckles. Hopefully this gets used twice. Not really sure how that's going to go. It did! 6 dodges. We're basically invincible already. But just to be sure, we're going to start hitting them for a lot of damage. Actually, 6 dodges is only enough this one turn. Forgot about that. But that's fine. We still have taken 0 damage. Plus, I got the other syringe, so that should be another 3 dodges. And the syringe actually was by itself, so damage is going up. And we're going to block all the damage so far. That guy basically killed himself. Hey look, it's free syringe. I should get rid of everything in the machine but a syringe or 2, because we could just endlessly scale that. Because we're already destroying things. And we're not even trying to do a lot of damage yet. It just sort of happened. Do we want to throw a healing? We probably should, just to be responsible. I like how it keeps dropping the brass knuckles like right for me. I didn't mean to pick up that sword with it. That was kind of a lazy grab on my part. But you know what? I think it's going to be okay. The credit card is currently hitting for only 9. Now it's up to 17. It says permanently increase its damage, but I feel like it's resetting every turn. So I don't know what to make of that. So instead of stopping to try and figure that out, I'm just going to go ahead and keep hurting things. Gonna drop some more damage in. The syringe is going off twice because everything we pick up first is going off twice. The double-bladed sword would actually be interesting now. Attacks the nearest enemy for 20 damage, but we lose 5 health. But we get 10% of that back, so we'd lose 3 health, and that could go off potentially 3 or 4 times. Basically, I'm going to pick that up because that's also going to increase our strength if we damage ourselves with it, I think. That magnet's actually going to start to sort of work against us in that sense. I'm going to grab, hopefully, just the credit card if I can. Nope, we grabbed a few different things. No, it's back to 17 damage. Oh, it's going to go off twice, too. So now it's up to 25 damage. We killed whatever that was. And if the big sword goes twice, yeah, well, we hurt ourselves just a little bit with that, but we're going to be fine. And just to be sure, we're going to pick up the brass knuckles into super territory, so they've got to get through 6 dodges, and at which point they'll be long since dead. Especially because this is going to hurt them. They're almost dead as it is, and they deflected on themselves. The sickle is interesting. Attacks the nearest enemy for 15, 30% chance to crit. We have 10, so it'll be a 40% crit chance. Alright, well that's a considerable amount of damage coming our way. Can we have the brass knuckles land first, please? Yep, good. Okay, so at least we got 4 dodges. Hopefully we get both of these in one go. Whatever lands first, that's lots of damage. And plus we're mitigating at least some of what we had coming our way. There's a healing flask there we probably kind of want. If that goes first, that'll be 20 heals, but at the very least it's 10. So we'll take that. And then we're just going to take a whole big bite of whatever we can grab there, because that's all going to be a bunch of heals and everything anyway. Plus every time I do that, every time they hit us, our strength goes up, so they're really only making us more dangerous. There's a double strength thing, so we're starting to do some real damage. So once our strength goes up, we definitely want to grab lots of little things, but definitely more than that. But we did heal ourselves a little bit. Okay, we're going to need more heals than what we're getting. This might kill him. I was hoping the heal would land in there. Rerolled a few times, we're not really finding anything there, so we're just going to go straight to upgrading. I think we're going to try the healing flask. That's going to go 15 HP when collected. And the other brass knuckle. Now it's time for the boss. And what a boss it is. 500 HP, so how do we start this? Let's see if we can grab... Since he's not going to attack, we don't really need the brass knuckles yet, so let's see if we can grab some things around them and try and clear out the brass. The knife went off twice, was hoping for the sickle, which hit for 23. I tried to grab the brass knuckle by itself, it didn't work, and it was a really bad roll all around, so it's only 2 dodges. Explodes and deals 10 damage to you if it's not removed from the machine. Deals 20 damage to the nearest enemy when collected. Alright, well I guess we're going to collect it then, aren't we? Hopefully. Okay, we got heals with that too, which... wasn't really necessary, but it's going to go off and hit him twice. That's a lot of damage coming back our way, and I screwed up the brass knuckles again, so this fight is not going to be super great. It might still be okay, not if we're doing grabs like that. We need stronger magnets again. We're going to grab maybe the healing syringe. I don't know what's going to do more damage. Hopefully all of that. Can we grab all of that? Yeah, that's not bad. That'll work. That'll hit big, and he's down to not quite half HP. He did bring his bombs back in. He's going to hit us for 60 damage. We're gonna see if we can grab that bomb. Yeah, we actually did. Plus we got a bunch of other stuff, so at least he'll hit us, but we're at full HP. So we're gonna try and grab some big damage stuff. Please let that land first. And it did, so big damage to him, a little bit of heal for us. Gotta try and get down to that healing flask that's down there as well. Oh, that could have been good if that magnet had to hold all of that in there. I wish our strength was higher right now because I'd have more confidence. Well, we did get some heals out of this actually, so we might actually kill him right here. He does have some armor, got him. And we're going to start the savings account, 2% of your coins at the end of a fight. Up to a maximum of 100 now because they know better. And endless mode is going to look a little bit different now. I was really hoping for the brass knuckles times 6, but we'll make this work. Can't believe the credit card's only up to 33 damage. I thought it'd be way more by now. So I'm just going to keep throwing damage at the bomb thing. And once we actually start taking damage ourselves, actually we're probably going to deflect everything anyway. So I don't know if the bomb can even hurt us. I don't think it can. I think we're going to absolutely deflect that. But whatever the case, we'll be fine. I just want to collect the coins. It gives me dopamine to do that. I'm not here for anything else anymore. They'll all die eventually. We'll get rich. Okay, I got a double syringe towards the end of the battle, and that went off a lot of times. More brass knuckles. You can never have too many brass knuckles. We're going to start the syringe going now. I kind of wish I had more brass knuckles because that's a lot of damage coming back my way. Endless mode is much harder now. Come on, grab some brass knuckles. Oh, that almost actually worked. But they're sitting in a good position now. So once we tank all of this colossal damage... Oh, they're making things bigger. To be honest, that almost kind of helps me. I don't want to grab the brass knuckles yet because nothing's going to hurt us this turn because we're going to kill them instead. Like this. That's going to go off twice, so 25, 25. 1 HP. Now is when you want to grab the brass knuckles, and that was the first time, so that's times 6, so he can't hurt us anymore. So let's see if we can dig out the credit card for more damage. Which we definitely couldn't. 40 HP. We'll see if we can actually get in there to do something about that. You know what? This is going to go off twice and kill him. That's actually going to go off 3 times. Alright, well, here's the next boss. Luckily, we got a very convenient grab, so we get 6 free shots on him. Then we're going to start rolling with everything we can. The syringe is going to be a big carrier for us here, so we need the syringe going every round. He is going to deflect one here. The syringe probably won't land first there, but that's fine because the syringe will land more damage to him. Gonna try and grab the syringe by itself, and we actually got away with that, so that's going to be triple hit, so up to 45 per shot with that. And I need to kind of do something about this. Gonna try and get that brass knuckle sort of at least free. Good enough. Think I could probably grab that syringe. Well, we grabbed that with some friends. Oh, but it landed first anyway, so that's still a double hit. The stuff gets stuck in the corners, and then it's really, really hard to get to. But at least you got the brass knuckles free, so I think we're gonna be okay. Okay, we got the syringe by itself, so that's probably actually almost gonna kill him by itself. Oh, it absolutely is. It was 100 over. Start each fight with 3 strength. That's an extra 3 damage. And that's on every single thing we do. And we're going to skip ahead to the next boss for the sake of not making this video 80 hours long and ruining my editor's life. So here we go. We got lots of deflect. We also start each fight with 6 strength now, so that's going to be another big boon for us. And there's even more deflect, and the credit card's going off for 67. He's also going to heal a lot every time he hits us, so that's not going to be super fun for us. But we're going to start syringing him as best we can, so that's going to add up to tons of damage. I also just realized how much money we have, so we should also be trying to get the gold dagger thrown at him, and that will be big damage also. He's going to hit us for nothing here, but hurt himself a lot. That was 10 damage per miss because he's dumb. Okay, get into the triple syringe going out, so that's going to be 41, 51, 61. Okay, I got the gold one going out, so that's 11 plus 51 on a crit. The syringe always lands so conveniently for me, so this is absolutely going to kill him. Heal 8 if you kill an enemy with a crit. And the next boss fight already, not off to a very great start because I'm trying to get a little bit too fine with it. Just give me one of those, and then we're pretty much home free because that's 6 deflects. We're even stronger than we were. I'm not going to go through the details of every little difference we've made, but we're going to do lots and lots of damage. He's already down 240. Basically everything we're hitting him with now tends to do just a lot. And once his syringe gets going, it's all over. Like, we're not even really strategizing at all, and he's already down to basically no health. And this is probably going to hurt him pretty bad. This isn't a super one, but even that's 50 damage. Basically, this is floor 8 out of infinity, and we just destroyed the boss. And for good measure, here's yet another boss, but our credit card is up to 101 damage already. If it was a little bigger, we'd easily be able to scoop it out by itself, but that's okay. It's only going to hit once, but it's still going to absolutely decimate him. And then we keep going with everything else, and this is just an endless loop at this point, with us slowly getting stronger, but also the enemies until one of us quits. Which, spoiler alert, will probably be me, but there we go, another boss absolutely wrecked. I got the next boss. I got a triple credit card going, so 119, 120, 127. Well, alright, I feel like I made my point.